Sometimes I just get the random urge to pamper myself. You ever get a random day off? In this case, it's a snow day. It's cold outside, but warm inside. And you just want to pamper yourself. Get a nice cozy feel and start that night off with a nice drink. Something to keep you cool, relaxed, but cozy. So in this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys along for an everything shower. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jessica TV, and in today's video we're going to be doing an everything shower routine / night routine. If I want to be completely honest, I already kind of started my night routine, so that's why I decided this is going to be mostly like an everything shower routine. And if you guys, I don't know if you guys live near any snowstorm states, but in my state where I live, we're basically having a major kind of snowstorm today. And usually I would do my everything showers on like a Sunday or something. But because I don't have school today, I just decided I was gonna do it today to just kind of like relax, especially because my body's kind of aching a little bit because I did shovel some snow today. So it definitely feels somewhat like kind of sore all over. So that was definitely a workout today. And normally when I have an everything shower, I would usually shower, do my routine, and then take a bath, like soak in the bath. But I don't know if I mentioned this in my last vlog, but I probably did. So if you haven't watched my last vlog, you should go check that out. But I basically needed to change my tub stopper. So the thing that holds the water inside of my tub, I needed to change it. Yeah, so we're basically gonna get into like kind of what I do when I shower. And I would say most of my shower routine definitely has to do with me outside of the tub. So I obviously do stuff while I'm in the tub, but I definitely feel like my more everything goes into play when I get outside of the tub. Like what type of mask I put on my body, what am I layering on my body, what creams do I use. I don't really know, if I can be really truthful with you guys, I don't really know how I feel about like getting shots of me like while I'm showering. I don't really know how people film that. I mean, I know how they film it, obviously, and I know how I would edit it. I just feel like that's kind of annoying, and it takes the relaxation. It takes the relaxation out of the everything shower because it's already kind of hectic, and I just feel like having to drag my tripod around. Like, if you guys want to see my tripod, it's this big tripod. So I feel like dragging my tripod around and getting all of these like shots and having to climb out the shower, and then I don't know if I would take a separate shower and then do my real shower after I get the footage. It's just like feels like extra work that I really don't need to do. So like I kind of have an idea of how I want to film this video so that it's still really realistic, but also aesthetically pleasing and feels relaxing and gives you the motivation to go pamper yourself. So first I start off with going in with these exfoliating gloves, and I pair that with this bump eraser exfoliating scrub. I like it, it's chemically bound, which I feel like works better for my skin. But after I do that, I go ahead and change exfoliations, and I go in with this African net sponge, and I use it with the base wash. So my base wash is a mild body wash. Don't judge, it works really nice. But when I'm going in with my regular scented soaps, I switch to a loofah. So with my loofah, it's just a regular one. You can get this anywhere. I got mine from Target. And then I basically go in with pomegranate. This is from Power Stick. I like this one. It's a thin wash. I use 2 scented soaps, and I go in with the thinner one first and then the thicker one second. So for my second one, I go in with this Shea Butter Creamy Body Wash, and it's pomegranate scented as well from Victoria's Secret. But lastly, I want to go in with any feminine wash. This one I only use once a week because it does have boric acid, which can be a bit harsh. But for my everyday one, I go in with this one. It's way more gentler, and I recommend doing this last just to wash away anything you might have left on your body so you don't throw off your pH balance. Okay guys, so I am out of the shower now. I did go off camera and fix my hair but this is not technically a part of my everything shower, but I'm gonna put on my teeth whitening strips while I do this, just because like knocking 2 birds out with 1 stone. So these are the teeth whitening strips that I use. These are the Crest 3D whitening strips. I actually really like them. I think they work very well. and I think this is a 30-day one, but I don't put these on every day. I skip a couple days because I feel like that's too much going on in my mouth, because I definitely feel the chemicals when I use these. And I feel like it's really harsh on my teeth sometimes, so I take breaks in between to not like strain my mouth. I'm gonna just try to move like pretty quick, just so that like just so you guys don't hear a list the entire time that I'm doing this, okay? So basically, when I do my skincare routine, well, I guess my after shower routine, I first start off with like a thinner lotion, just because like I'm not really big on thick lotions, but I know they're really good for you, so I just start off with something very thin to get my body used to it. Go in with this lotion. So then if I am like feeling kind of stressed, this is usually for like after I take a bath, but I didn't take a bath today, but I do use this, I don't really want to say it's really, but I use this hemp seed oil, essentials oil from Dr. Teal's. This body lotion. It's really nice, and it's just super relaxing to me, to be honest. It does have sativa in it, and I know sativa is more of like a hyper effect, but it actually does the opposite for me. It doesn't have that much of a strong feeling to it, but I just really like it, and it's super thin as well. It's not too thick, so it lets me go pretty quickly and just lets me kind of like maneuver. And after I put those two lotions on, I do go in with some olive oil, some pure olive oil. I go in with some pure olive oil. This is the all-purpose kind, and you don't really hear anybody say that, but I mix it in. I'm gonna show you guys what I mix it in with, because I don't use it like just regularly, because I feel like I did before used to use baby oil, but I found that like baby oil kind of leaves me with like a film rather than like really kind of gently exfoliating me, but also like moisturizing me, if that makes sense. So I just stopped using baby oil. I use this now, and it works really nicely. And I love the smell of olive oil. I love smelling olive oil. And I find that like it makes my skin tone very even naturally. Like I don't know if that's supposed to be, but it like evens out my skin tone. So if I have any dark spots, mainly dark spots, it just kind of evens out. Like it fades my dark spots. Like I just think that was like, I didn't even know, I didn't use it for that purpose. It just like did that. I noticed it was doing that. So I was like, huh, I like this. So I mixed that with this cocoa butter from Lucky Super Soft. This is the moisturizer enriched with a vitamin E. It smooths and softens skins with a pleasant natural smell. I grew up using this. This is the lotion that my dad would always use on me. I just realized that I didn't even have my mic on this entire time. I don't know how the audio is, but it's just gonna have to hope. We're just gonna have to hope that it was pretty decent, I guess, because I'm not gonna refilm that. Like I was saying, I grew up on this lotion and it works super well. I always love the smell of this lotion because it just reminds me of my childhood, and it always moisturizes me. I remember my dad used to mix this with shea butter, and he would just grease me up after a shower, and I just remember it always kept my skin soft, because growing up I hated putting on lotion after a shower, which is the reason why I use so many different lotions that are thin and aren't too thick when I first come out the shower, because I grew up hating the feeling it left on my skin fresh out of a shower. It just felt really thick and sticky. I just didn't like that. I'm gonna take these teeth whitening strips out because I think it's for like 10 minutes and I don't want to leave it on for that long. So I'm gonna take these out. So I do need to brush my teeth, so I'm probably gonna do that right after I finish this segment. But basically, grew up with it, loved it so much, just one of my favorite smells, scents, love it. And I mix it with this olive oil because it smells so good and it just gets me good. It just gets me going, man. It gets me going for sure. So then I wouldn't say lastly, but definitely one of my steps if I'm feeling like extra little, I like this. I'm not really a big fan of Victoria's Secret lotions, but this one in particular is coconut milk and rose. It smells so good. I picked this up on a whim, and the same thing with the pomegranate. I think it was like a soft shea soap scrub. It smells so good, and the smell does not fade. And I always thought that Victoria's Secret smells fade, but they really don't. I bought this in a set and it's so good. So then I recently got this. This is like a shea butter. It's a scented shea butter. I got this for Christmas from my brother. I don't know where he got this, but this is the name of it. I don't know where he got it, but it's a whipped shea butter with vitamin E and jojoba oil, and it just smells super good because usually I don't like shea butters because I hate when they're too thick. Like raw organic shea butter to me is too thick and I need it to be hammered down or something. But this is whipped shea butter, so it's a lot more softer. And it just smells. And then look at this texture. Tell me this is not such a nice whipped texture. Like, what? What? Tell me this is not an amazing texture. Like, literally. Oh, I could put this on right now. And it's not too thick. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love it. Oh, it just smells so nice. I always get compliments on how I smell, so I'm putting it on game right now. And look at my hands after I just put that lotion on. Oh, well, I guess shea butter on. It's like nice and moisturized. You can barely, I don't know if the camera's catching it, but trust me, it left a nice film on my hands, dude. So then finally, I go in with this soft vanilla plant-based shower powder. I got this from the Dollar Tree, actually. I seen this on TikTok of people making like, I guess like, I don't know what it was. It was like dusting powder basically. And this girl, she showed me that she got her bowl from Dollar Tree. I didn't find the bowl, but I did find this. And this is the soft vanilla scent, and it's plant-based and it's natural scent. This, oh baby. This does wonders. This does wonders, especially after I don't like the feeling of being sticky and I dust myself with this to set. It kind of feels like a setting powder to me. It's like I'm setting everything in and it doesn't leave me feeling sticky when I put my pajamas on, which is ultimately always the goal for me. And I still smell good and I don't feel sticky. Love that. You just pop it up because that's so tea. I love when I can achieve my goals without feeling discomfort. Literally my favorite thing in the freaking world, and I love it so much. And I want to get married to her. Like literally, I want to get married to her. That's how much I love her. And I haven't been able to get another bottle because every time I go there to go buy another one, they're sold out. So just trust me, go get one. Go get one. So right now it's currently 7:53, and in the background I'm gonna have some jazz music playing because I do usually listen to jazz music while I'm doing this, but I didn't want the music to be overlapping because again, I'm trying to be relaxing, so usually I'm not filming, and I have some jazz music going on in the back, and then I don't want to get copyrighted. That's the reason why I'm not playing it, by the way. But it's just super, I just feel super rejuvenated. But because I already kind of did my skincare, I'm just gonna give you guys like a quick run through of what I use on my skin, I guess. So basically, to wash my face, I use this Skin Fix Barrier Plus. This is this foaming oil cleanser. This comes in a set with something else. I just ran out of it, so I threw it away. But it comes with a skin barrier film, and it feels really good on my skin. So after I use that, sometimes, not all the times, because I know toner pads can be harsh on your skin, I use these toner pads, these CRI toner pads. I kind of picked this up randomly one day and they actually work really well. I was like kind of surprised. I'm actually running low on them, so I should probably go get some more. But after I do that, I go in with some toner. This is this About Me Rice toner. It's a skin softener, I guess. I don't really know if you want to say toner, but it's a skin softener, which is the same thing. As a toner is basically softens your skin, so technically they could have just said toner, but it's a skin softener and it works super well. I did just get a new bottle, if you're wondering why. And it works so freaking nice. I literally love this toner so bad. And then I don't use this at night, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna kind of show you guys. I use this Pond's dry skin cream facial moisturizer. I don't actually have dry skin, but I just like this one because I feel like it feels like kind of thin on my skin. So then I go in with this serum. Well, before the toner, I go in with this serum. This is this Undefined serum. This is a plant-based skincare brand and I love it so bad. I used to have the gel moisturizer, but I ran out. I haven't bought it since, but it's like one of the best moisturizers. But I did replace it with like something that's similar, which is the reason I haven't bought it. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. But this works wonders. I literally want to say like this literally works wonders for me. I use mostly plant-based stuff on my skin because my skin is really sensitive. So I try not to use too many thick stuff and just kind of go with the flow. I don't use all these stuff every single day. It's just kind of like on an everything day, this is what I would use. But I usually try not to put too much of everything. But these are the skincare, sorry, these are the sunscreens I use in the morning though. I use this one. I don't know where this is from, but I use this one and then I use this one. I actually prefer this one because this is ultra gentle and it feels like it doesn't leave as much of a cast on my face. Well, this one doesn't really leave a cast either. It just feels too oily, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's a mineral one. I think it's a mineral sunscreen. Maybe that's why it leaves that kind of film on my face. But before, I found this lovely, one of my favorite moisturizers, water gel moisturizer from Goodness. That has, it's a light and dewy moisturizer. It has aloe vera gel in it. I used to use just aloe vera gel, this watery aloe vera gel, and it works really good. It's a Korean skincare. Most of the stuff I use is Korean skincare because I feel like that does wonders on my skin. But I found this little baby. She's a little pricey, but I love her. I'm almost kind of out of it. I want to say, if you guys can kind of tell, that's how you know she's good. So again, that's what I use on my skin. And then I just want to say, this is the end of the video. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what was your favorite part and what's you guys' favorite moisturizer. And if you don't use a moisturizer, what's your favorite scent and lotions? Because I know everybody uses that. And then I will see you guys in my next video. And bye-bye. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And I love you guys so much and thank you for watching.